Dalai Lama once said, sleep is the best meditation. However, nowadays, most people have chose to abandon their sleeping time and continue to fulfill their needs and desire. Next, as a result, a state called as sleep deprivation occurs to them. So what is sleep deprivation? Uh, Sleep deprivation can be caused by inadequate quantity or quality of sleep, as well as the involuntary or voluntary sleeplessness. The common symptoms are the person might be waking up with grogginess, uh, they might be have they might have bad concentration and mood changes, yawning constantly and dozing off easily. Because of the symptoms mentioned before, today I will talk about I want to talk about the bad effects of sleep deprivation, which are next. Sleep deprivation can affect performances on daily basis, such as impaired cognitive performance and impaired self-control. Sleep deprivation also can increase obesity and diabetes risk by the impacts of glucose metabolism and affect weight gain. Next. Okay, next, let's get started with the first main point, which is sleep deprivation can affect performance on daily basis. Next, sleep deprivation can impair cognitive performance by the reduces of executive function of the brain. This can be proved by a research done by Dermer and Dinch on 2005 uh, that they have concluded that sleep deprivation can decrease the brain functioning, particularly in the prefrontal cortex. So, because of this decrease of brain functioning, the brain cannot do some cognitive performance such as do some problem solving and learning something new. Next, the picture shown is the situation inside a sleep deprived brain where the brain segments have been disrupted. This lead to the problems such as loss of problem solving skills and their mood swings, impaired judgment, memory loss, and hallucinations. So, because of the lack of sleep, the brain cannot function well. Next, this now leads us to the second supporting point, which is lack of sleep can impair self-control. Because of this situation, it can increase the risk of a person to act on impulses, such as the person can become emotional uh, suddenly, and the person also can hurting themselves without realizing it. Based on a research by Les and Baumeister on 1996, the research have concluded that the self-control deficient leads in individuals to act on impulses and often making risky decisions that sometimes it can be a bad decision for them. So sometimes lack of sleep also can make ones can make ones to not making a right decision from themselves. So that's the end of the part one. I will pass the stage to Haya to continue for the next part of the presentation.
Thank you, Husna. So, did you know that sleep deprivation also can cause obesity and diabetes risk? So, I will discuss more on this. So, lack of sleep damage will impair your glucose metabolism. It will make you crave more sugar and carbohydrate. So, this can lead to the secretion of insulin. What do insulin use for is basically insulin helps to reduce our blood sugar level. So, when insulin production is low, it will leading to high sugar level. So, a study published in Annals of Internal Medicine, the flagship journal of American College of Physicians, found that sleep deprivation, even for a short time, have a direct and harmful effect on the fat cell in the body. There was 30% reduction in insulin sensitivity in the subject, and by the fact that it could lead to the major health issues such as obesity and type 2 diabetes. Next is sleeping well are essential for health and they are actually an easy way to lose weight. So I love that kind of statement, sleeping for a weight loss. So who can beat that kind of statement? But sleep deprivation affect the energy balance, which can lead to weight gain. So the main question is, what is the link between the obesity and sleep? Uh, a study said that it need to consider two internal factors, which is the hormone of leptin and ghrelin. Ghrelin is a hormone of hunger, and leptin is a hormone that alerts our body when we are full. So according to a research article of the Central for Diseases Control, there is a bidirectional link between sleep deprivation and obesity. It shows a lack of sleep increase the time you are awake and increase hunger, increases the calorie intake, and decreases the physical activities. So to sum up, the long-term effect of the sleep deprivation the can decrease the cognitive thinking, self-control, lead to mood swing, weaken the immunity, and risk the diabetes and weight pain. So an irregular sleeping pattern can have a profound consequences on our health. The symptoms can be ranged from minor, such as reduced alertness, to serious health condition like heart disease, and can even result in death. This is because we simply not getting enough sleep. So this sharing will wake you up to the importance of sleep. Thank you for listening, and I hope all of you get something from our discussion.